Hello and welcome to Light TV Main News. The quote of the day is, "Small steps today lead to big successes tomorrow." The headlines. Minister Chikota warns against hiding fuel. Drug Enforcement Commission seizes cannabis, codeine, and counterfeit currency. And President Trump warns Iran will be hit very hard. With the news in detail, my name is Joel Chisompola. Zambia has improved its global mining investment ranking, rising to 25th place on the Investment Attractiveness Index in the 2025 survey by the Fraser Institute. The survey assessed 68 mining jurisdictions worldwide, measuring mineral potential and policy conditions that influence exploration investment. Zambia moved up from 28th position, with its score increasing to 72.84, reflecting growing investor confidence in the country's mineral resources and policy development. Within Africa, Zambia now ranks third behind Botswana, Morocco, and strengthening its position as one of the continent's leading mining destinations. The survey conducted between August and November 2025 involved 256 mining executives representing companies with combined exploration spending of about 4.2 billion United States dollars. On the Policy Perception Index, Zambia improved to 30th globally, scoring 74.96. indicating stronger investor confidence in regulatory stability and governance. Meanwhile, the country ranked 20th globally on the Best Practices Mineral Potential Index, highlighting the competitiveness of Zambia's copper, cobalt, gold, and critical mineral resources. Analysts say the improved ranking reflects rising international confidence in Zambia's ongoing economic reforms and mining sector potential. Economist Kelvin Chisanga says Tanzania's planned 274 million United States dollar expansion of fuel storage infrastructure at the port of Dar es Salaam is a major step towards strengthening regional energy logistics. However, Mr. Chisanga says the project ideally required closer strategic coordination with Zambia, which relies heavily on the corridor for fuel imports. He notes that the Tazama pipeline makes the port a key gateway for Zambia's energy security. Mr. Chisanga says the development presents an opportunity for Zambia and Tanzania to strengthen cooperation through long-term fuel storage arrangements and improved pipeline utilization.
The global geopolitical tensions are creating supply deficit in terms of energy imported product in most of the developing countries. What we are seeing, even in the case of Zambia, is that we are remaining on a sensitive mode in regards to the fuel profile aspect, where we are seeing only diesel covering a substantial amount of days in terms of operational cover, as opposed to the other product that we're able to see in the product line. So this creates a sensitive market situation where the global shocks can lead now to spikes of prices in most of the commodity aspect. Meaning what we're trying to see in the near future building up is the pricing structure that will be able to ignite from there. And what we see also obviously is that government has also put in place a reserve ratio aspect, which is also taking place with an aspect of such a reserve levy, which is basically going to push on the supply factors. And what we see also working from there is that we are basically seeing deliberations of optional supply sources, which should be able to now to come on board and mitigate the current situation. And we need now to build a 90 days fuel reserve cover, which should be able to be substantially cushion the impact as it is right now. So all these are precursors of what we should be able to see setting up the future moderation of fuel supply chain in the country.
Makozo Chikote, Zambia's Minister of Energy, has warned fuel stations not to hold back fuel. He says government will take action against anyone who tries to create fake shortages to raise prices. Mr. Chikote assured Zambians that fuel supply is stable, even though global tensions in the Middle East are affecting oil markets. He says the government is working with the Energy Regulation Board and Tazama Pipelines Limited to keep the country's fuel safe. Fuel dealers are urged to follow the rules and keep selling fuel normally. Those who hold back fuel or cause panic will be punished.
There's no need to panic, colleagues. And also this goes to my dearest colleagues, the players. If you own a filling station, there's no need for you to start playing gymnastics in anticipation that, no, I'll wait when the price is going to be increased. I know sometimes, being human, we start, behaving in a strange way when this kind of situation is going. Because these are situations we need to take seriously as a country. And this is where I'm also encouraging my team, both the ERB, Tazama, the ministry. We need to pay attention to what is happening. Seriously monitoring, because we don't want to see a filling station that we have given the allocation and they hold to the product so that they start causing panics. Those who are going to be found wanting, will give them the necessary punishment.
The Anti-Corruption Commission has arrested 2 more officials from the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries in connection with the alleged misappropriation of funds under the $10 million United States Sustainable Livestock Infrastructure Management Project. The suspects are Succeed Muvanga, aged 49, Director of Policy, Planning and Information, and Chanda Mulenga, aged 33, a stores officer. According to the Anti-Corruption Commission Acting Head of Corporate Communications, Chilufya Chisanga, Mr. Muvanga faces 4 charges, including possession and concealment of property suspected to be proceeds of crime. The suspected assets are valued at about 11.1 million kwacha. These assets include a motor vehicle, government bonds, and a house believed to have been acquired using illicit funds. Meanwhile, Ms. Mulenga faces 3 charges linked to properties suspected to be proceeds of crime, including a modern house in Kasama. The SEC says the arrests bring the number of suspects in the case to 9 as investigations continue. Both suspects have been released on bond and are expected to appear in court soon. The Drug Enforcement Commission has seized 970 kilograms of cannabis plants, 2,089 bottles of Benylin with codeine, and 20,200 United States dollars in suspected counterfeit currency in a series of operations under Operation Kufezia. In Mwinilunga, officers arrested Charles Masaninga, aged 23, for the alleged unlawful cultivation of 650 kilograms of cannabis. Meanwhile, in Mpongwe, George Sichela, aged 56, was arrested for cultivating 320 kilograms of cannabis plants. In another operation in Livingston, officers arrested truck driver Andrew Chibuye, aged 49, and co-driver Mabuto Tembo, aged 31, after 2,089 bottles of Benylin with codeine were discovered concealed in a truck entering Zambia from South Africa through the Victoria Falls border. And in Lusaka, 3 suspects, Mwene Stars, Sam Sinyangwe, and Kalolo Julius, were arrested for possessing 20,200 United States dollars in suspected counterfeit notes. The suspects are currently in custody and are expected to appear in court soon. We take a set of commercials. I'll be right back.
Are you looking for a perfect place for family fun, kids excitement, and unforgettable moments? There is a place where your dreams come to reality. Welcome to Fun World Twin Palm Moors, where every game brings a smile and every visit turns into a memory. From exciting arcades games to fun-filled play experiences, we have got something for everyone. There is always something for you for a play day out. Pick from our Fuzzy package. Also, have your birthday parties decorated with balloon and linen deco furniture for your kids with music system. It's always game time at Fun World. Come play, laugh, and make memories with us. The fun is waiting. Fun World Twin Palms is the place to be. Game time, playtime.
Autobest Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service, we have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash,
Barbershop is a top-notch,
and many more.
Autobest Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Autobest Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Autobest is a one-stop shop.
Come to Autobest Engineering where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilende South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Autobest Engineering, doing what we know best.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. The grand finale of the National Speech Contest, which was held at Shakespeare University with Kundamando Lusaka, Assistant Director and Head of Communications in the Ministry of Education, officiating the event. The contest was held under the theme of promoting creativity and self-expression through music, drama, and visual arts. It also focused on building strong communication skills through debates, storytelling, and presentations, while encouraging cultural appreciation and identity among young participants. Organizers say the event aims to develop critical thinking, teamwork, and confidence in expressing ideas, helping students grow academically and personally. Participants from various schools showcased their talents, making the finale a vibrant celebration of youth creativity and innovation.
So I'm paid to speak, so I may be here the whole day. But let me end with this. The fact that you're here as parents encourages me that there's hope. Because what we're seeing more and more is because of disintegrated families, because of loss of lives, maybe a father has died or a mother has died, whatever it is, you find that parents stop engaging with schools. It's beautiful to see that 90% of the audience here are actually parents. Am I right? How many parents do we have here? Fantastic. Oh man, it's like almost 100. That's what we need. Ministry of Education, schools, teachers cannot build a generation that is powerful, that is resilient, that is able to overcome, that is smart. We can't do that on our own.
The Chililawombwe Municipal Council has disposed of 300 boxes of rotten fish after a truck carrying the consignment was intercepted along the T3 road. Council public health officers discovered the decomposed fish after maggots were seen underneath the truck, which had been parked in Chililabombwe. Chief Health Inspector Emmanuel Kasongo said the truck carrying 2,600 boxes of fish weighing 8.5 kilograms each was detained for inspection. A joint operation involving the Zambia Revenue Authority and the Zambia Police Service later confirmed that part of the consignment had decomposed and failed to meet the Food Safety Act number 7 of 2019. Following the inspection, 300 boxes were condemned and safely disposed of in line with public health regulations. The council has since penalized the transporter, while authorities say the spoilage is believed to have been caused by a breakdown in the cold storage system during transportation. Government says mechanisms have been put in place to track investment pledges expected from the Luapula Investment Expo 2026. Luapula Province Permanent Secretary Prudence Chinamakangwa said this during a stakeholder engagement meeting with the business community in Mansa. Mrs. Chinamakangwa said the systems will ensure pledges translate into real development for the province. The expo will run from 20th to 24th April 2026 at Kaole Stadium. The first expo in 2017 attracted over 400 million kwacha in investment pledges. Meanwhile, President Hakainde Hichilema is expected to grace the event as guest of honor. We take our second break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
Your latest news.
The report was made by Mr. Abu Gujar, a 37-year-old Indian national residing in Olympia.
Top happening stories.
SDG number 6 on water and sanitation.
Community update.
Zambia and the nation at large is still mourning the death of the 60th Republican president.
Business news.
From here, there's going to be a great multiplier effect.
On the sport crossovers.
Of awaiting that the body would come back.
Kaji Mwambelako! And a very good race, and we as a country are very proud of the works that he has done.
Kodi Mwambelako! Get in touch with our news team on the numbers on your screen. Yes, Kodi Mwambelako. We are in your face. We are closer to you. Light TV is a footway away from you. Kodi Mwambelako! Zambia's trusted TV broadcaster.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. And sports news. The Zambia Air Force Marathon and Expo 2026 in Ndola has been held as a major success. Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo says the two-day event held alongside 61 years of ZAF brought together over 150 exhibitors from mining, agriculture, technology, finance, and industry. Highlights included the launch of ZAF's breakfast mealie meal and donations to vulnerable groups, including Mitanda Home for the Elderly and Ndola Lions School for Children with Disabilities. Minister Matambo said ZAF's initiatives reflect the vision of President Hakainde Hichilema and called on others to emulate their support for communities and small businesses.
to come up with this arrangement. Yesterday that we had done this call today, the marathon, all of us participated. I think this is really showing that the leadership of President is allowing even men in uniform to think outside the box. Many thanks to Air Force commanders here for choosing Copperbelt Province to be a place where all these events have been taking place. I've seen that also, besides what they've done today, they've also gone into food security. There's a field here in Copperbelt Province where we went to the Air Force command and others. And I think the program was fantastic. So I think really what has happened, this is a very successful event.
In international news, U.S. President Donald Trump has warned that Iran will be hit very hard as the Middle East conflict enters its second week, signaling a possible expansion of military targets. In a post on his Truth Social platform, President Trump said the United States may strike new areas and groups in response to what he described as Iran's bad behavior, although he did not specify further details. His warning came after Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian issued an apology to neighboring Gulf states for recent missile and drone attacks, but rejected demands for unconditional surrender. The conflict, which has involved U.S. and Israeli military actions, continues to see exchanges of strikes and counter-strikes, with regions across the Gulf under air raid alerts and explosions reported in several cities. World leaders are watching developments amid concerns the crisis could further destabilize the region and have wider global impacts. That note brings us to the end of the main news, but before we go, a recap of the headlines. Minister Chikote warns against hiding fuel. Drug Enforcement Commission seizes cannabis, codeine, and counterfeit currency. And Trump warns Iran will be hit very hard. Thank you for tuning in. Stay inspired.